Yes, guys. Yes, people. Welcome back to Chelsea Fan TV. Welcome back to another episode of 5 Things We Learnt. After 5-0 against Arsenal. Brilliant. It's kind of poetic, that. Kind of poetic. Before we start, because I'm going to go off on a tangent at some point, we do need to shout out the sponsors. Big up to Match Bingo. As always, this is Bingo over Twist. Instead of making bets on numbers, you have fouls, goals, offsides, and other moments on the pitch that you're trying to predict as the game goes on. The games are capped at £2, so you don't have to worry about being responsible at all. They also offer free games if you just want to try it out, and 35% of all profits made go to the Stroke Association. So click the link, download the app right now, and join us over on Match Bingo, because you're going to enjoy it a lot more than the football, especially if you're watching Chelsea. Big up to everybody that's locked in. Hit the like button, subscribe, and all of that, because our football club is officially finished. This is the lowest point I've had as a Chelsea fan, by a mile, by an absolute country mile. This is probably how the Arsenal fans felt when we beat them 6-0 on Wenger's 1000th game. And yeah, it stinks. It absolutely stinks. It's great to be here. It's great to be back. Well, we've lost our last 2 games. Although we actually defended well against the Manchester City game. First thing we do, we bench the back 2. We benched the back 2 that had a brilliant game for no reason. We give Gilchrist a Premier League debut at the Emirates, out of position. That's our manager. That's our manager. Mudryk stinks out at Wembley. What do? You get another start, mate. Get another start. Go for it. Go for it. We're getting absolutely dominated the entire first half. We are getting roasted. The only thing that's saving us is that Arsenal don't have any cutting edge. They get 1 goal in the first half because they attack the right-hand side, and they don't really kill us off. They try to, but Havertz is a little bit wasteful. The rest of the players are all a little bit wasteful, in all honesty. And we go to half-time thinking, bro, it's only 1-0. Get a jammy goal. Could get a jammy goal. You never know. Could pull a rabbit out of the hat. Nah. Forgot about the Poch press conference. The halftime team talk. Both of them are as bad as each other. And also, no subs. No subs. Don't change a thing. Then when we concede 2 goals, what do? Chalobah. Trevor Chalobah is brought on. Trevor Chalobah. Thiago Silva, in one of his last games for Chelsea, is wheeled out at 5-0. At 5-0. Our manager says we don't have anybody to pass between the lines without Cole Palmer. Now, I have 2 questions based off that. If I have 2 questions. So, if we only have Palmer who can play between the lines, why is Gallagher my 10? Why does Gallagher always play at the 10? Why does Chukwuemeka get no minutes? Because he can do that. Why doesn't Chukwuemeka get any minutes? He was left there to rot on the bench. For what? So you can start Mudryk. I have no words for this guy. Oh, we beat Everton 6-0. Oh, this is why we need to keep the manager. Trust the process. You dickheads. Always falling for this crap. Have some shame. Have some shame. Like, the first point, forget Europe. Forget Europe, because we're not getting that. We're not getting anywhere near Europe. The sooner you come to terms with that, the better. Genuinely, the better. So forget Europe first and foremost. My second point. The team was sent out to die. The team was sent out to die. And I acknowledge everybody played poorly. Everybody played poorly. Badiashile, we'll get to him in a little sec. wasn't good at all. I think that's an understatement to even say that. Disasi, sloppy. Cucurella, tried. Had some decent recoveries. Was partly at fault for the third goal. Also conceded 5 and also struggled. Gilchrist, baptism of fire. That's what he had to deal with. Enzo struggled in that midfield. Couldn't dictate a damn thing. But we were also not set up to do it because no one was moving when we were in possession. Nobody was moving. You have Mudryk just stood there like this. Like this. Like he's posing. Like a wrestler. You're Madueke, who had a couple good drives, but off the ball is just so lazy. So lazy. And I thought he improved on that aspect of his game, but clearly not. Clearly not. The amount of times I saw him jogging back. The amount of times. And it's just so dead. Same thing from Jackson. Although he actually did provide the defensive work rate. But there was a couple good drives from him and nothing more. Nothing more. But our setup was set up to die. We don't know how to deal with teams that sit back. So when Arsenal just stand there and do nothing, we don't know what to do either. We don't know how to move and create patterns that open up gaps of spaces within the defense. We don't know how to do that. All we know is send one person running with the ball in a 1v3 and pray. Pray we can figure it out. That is the tactics of our manager. So my next point is again Poch out. Poch out to the world and back. If you still believe in Pochettino, you are a disgrace. You are a disgrace to this football club. You're a disgrace to what this club used to be and the mentality that this club lived and won everything on this wall with. You're a disgrace to all of that. Spare me the BS. Spare me the BS with Pochettino. Oh, it's everybody else's fault. Oh, he was dealt a bad hand. Oh, it's Caicedo and Enzo's fault. Oh, you got to look at the directors and the owners instead of Pochettino. Shut up. Shut up and just accept we are all wrong on the manager and just move on. Move on. Next point, I'll talk about Badiashile because he has fallen off a cliff this season. Fallen off an absolute cliff. I've been defending him a lot over the last few months, but I can't really defend him anymore. I can't defend the consistent sloppy passes, the inability to beat the press. He just looks scared. He looks like a ghost of what I saw last season. And it's up to you to build your rep back. It's completely up to you. Disasi, I thought, was the better of the two. Don't really mean a damn thing, but there you are. There you are. And, is there any other point? Mudryk and Noni. Yeesh. Yeesh. We might really have to consider looking at yet another winger. But if we don't have Europe, how are you going to manage all the wingers that we have? Gotta remember Angelo Gabriel's coming back and he's been cooking at Strasbourg this season. He probably deserves more minutes than they do. So what happens with Mudryk and Noni? What happens with Sterling? Because Sterling's like just been a bag of crap too. So what about him? Big summer. Big summer ahead. But you chose this path when you didn't sack Poch. We could have been sitting comfy in the top 6. We could have been sitting comfy with a Carabao Cup. We might even be in an FA Cup final. You chose to keep Pochettino. You chose. He deserves to see out the season. He deserves to see out the season. He deserves to walk the team out of the FA Cup final. Wait till Lavia's back. Oh no, wait. Pochettino threw Lavia into a game at 50% fitness to save his job against Roy Hodgson's Crystal Palace, and he got re-injured and out for the rest of the season. So we're never gonna know. We're never gonna know. Also, his training regimes get everybody injured. It's followed him at every club he goes to. But hey, no. Trust the process. Believe in the manager. Believe in the manager. Believe in him. You fucking dickheads. Absolute dickheads. Season's a write-off. Villa away next. Ha ha! Then Tottenham at home. That's going to be hilarious. And not in a good way. Because if we don't win, they're gonna run him out of Stamford Bridge themselves. And we will be there for that. We will be there for that. But big up to everybody that's locked in. Hit the like button, subscribe, all of that crap. Poch out. The world and back. Up the Charles.